The following program is rated D for dumb.
Thank you, Harry. The following broadcast is also rated D for Dumbcast. That's right, Dumbcast. I haven't used that in a long time. I used to refer to the show as a Dumbcast all the time. It's a Dumbcast, in a carcast, in a podcast. Come on, Hal and Philly. Sing us a song called Going for a Drive, available on Bandcamp.
9 o'clock, I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me, my best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the broody kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Yes, here I am in Rensselaer, New York. I'm making a left turn out of the Walmart parking lot to the 3rd Avenue extension, headed to the New York Thruway during my commute. You want to go for a drive? Hit the post, Dave. Hit the post. Know what you're going to say before you say it, Dave. Jeez, you make it all up? Can't you prepare something? Can't you just say the same thing over and over again like Rush Limbaugh? More talent than the rest of the world tied behind my back, whatever. Excellence in broadcasting, the golden microphone. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, little mention of Rush Limbaugh. I don't think I've ever mentioned Rush Limbaugh on this show. But definitely a very important person in my life because I read his book, believe it or not. I read his book like, what's today? 2021! Happy New Year. See how I worked that into the conversation? Yeah, I read his book before my son was born. So that would be 1990-something. 1990, 1991, his first book, and I read the second book. Changed my whole life. A dispatcher named Joe at Adirondack Trailways in Kingston, New York, was talking to me one day. He said, you know, Dave, you should read this book. And he gave it to me. He lent it to me. Then I think I damaged it, and then he made me replace it. Anyway, you know, it got a little water damage. You know, from it had the plastic cover on it. And I said, hey, man, do you want me to replace this? He goes, yeah, I really wish you would. I'm like, really? Ugh. All right, whatever. So, I don't know why I brought all that up, but, oh yeah, because of my introduction and the fact that I make it up every time. I don't have a set introduction. I don't need a set introduction. I don't need any of that. Hey, everybody, Happy New Year for 2021. It is January 1st. It's 10:47 in the morning. I'm pretty sure it's a Friday. And I'm headed home, back to my hometown of sleepy Saugerties, New York, S-A-U, not S-A-W the way I pronounce it, S-A-U the way you spell it, Gerties, G-E-R, Ties, T-I-E-S. And I'm done. I'm done with work today. You probably, if you heard the previous episode, probably should be the last episode I do. You're probably surprised to hear from me so soon. It's like, wait a minute. Didn't you just say yesterday how tired you are, how done you are? Yes, I am tired. I am done. I really wish I could stop all this and just stop it. Just stop the ridiculous and put it on pause. Play a lot of best ofs. Give me a vacation. You know, I mean, I got 279 episodes. That's a lot of best ofs. Not really. It's like one. You know, I mean, really. No, but there's a lot of quotes. There's a lot of moments. There's a lot of good listeners' comments. I mean, really, if I had interns or time, it sounds like a Simon and Garfunkel song. That'd be Harry Chapin. If I had interns in time, I would make best of episodes for you. Do. Yeah, I would do that. And I'd love to do that. If anybody wants to help me out, I want to do like a best of from episode 1 to 10, 11 to 20, or that type of thing. Kind of bring you up to speed. And this way I could play these episodes if I'm sick or whatever. Just, I like to have backup emergency episodes that we can air So I don't have to do live ones all the time, or do one live one and one best of for the week, and then maybe do a bonus episode every so often. That type of mix it up a little bit. If anything, Dumbing It Down with Dave that I've done for the last 278, 279 episodes, I've totally mixed it up. I've gone with things for 20 episodes, and then I'll stop the thing that I do, and then I'll do a different thing, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to pat myself on the back here and say that I've mixed it up pretty good. If you look at my body of work, it's pretty good. It's good enough to get 5 fans. I have 5 fans. I have 5 people I know that I can count on. Not really. Maybe 2. Not really. Maybe 1. But now that I've said that, people are offended. What? What do you mean? Are you talking about me? You mean I'm not in that top 5? Don't worry about it. Nobody cares. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, I got inspired today because of events that have just transpired in the last hour or two. I got all angry, and then I went angry shopping at Walmart. I was supposed to just get eggs and some cocoa, some 75%, 80 some odd percent cocoa, because I need to, it's like a hard, dark chocolate, because I need to lower my blood pressure. Lower my blood pressure, because I have a DOT physical in mid-February, which right now, I wouldn't pass it. They would probably give me a 3-month medical certificate, which is really stupid. Because if you don't do a 120 over 80, whatever ridiculous government number that is, you got to get close, like 130 over 80. I don't even know if you can do 130. I don't know if you can do 130 over 85. Do you guys know what these numbers mean? The systolic and dystolic or whatever, systolic, diastolic, whatever. The top number, the lower number. Well, for some reason, the government has 120 over 80 as the number. That's the number. That's the Olympic champion number. Are you an Olympic champion? 120 over 80. Anything more than that, you're practically dead. You're already dead. You're a stroke victim waiting to happen. But here's the funny thing. If I go for a DOT physical, right, and I can't go to my own doctor. I can, I think, but I have to pay for it. So I have to go to this neutral doctor that the company will pay for, okay? And they do your blood pressure. They whatever. You touch your nose. You do all these touching. They touch you. Oh, they don't touch you like they used to. They used to touch you like skin to skin, like with a glove on their hands, and they tell you to cough. They check you down there. I don't know what they do for women. Hey, how do you check a woman? Oh boy. Well, I know how they check a man. You drop your drawers down to your ankles, and then they come up to you with the stool, and the guy puts his fingers to the left side and tells you to turn, and you cough, and then he tells you to go to the other side and tells you to cough again, and he kind of gets a little quickie in there, Is it good for the both of us? Yeah, whatever. Go outside and have a nice cigarette. But now they don't do that. Now they check you from outside your pants. Somehow doctors or physician's assistants or whatever they are have become so good at checking for hernias or whatever they're checking for that they can do it through a pair of Levi's. Is that amazing? With their fingers, you can check for a hernia outside your Levi's or your Dockers or your Dickies or whatever. Maybe Dickies is a little bit more appropriate in this conversation. And they don't do the hearing test anymore. They used to put you in a booth, like the $25,000 question booth. Dave's off to the right side of the stage in a soundproof booth. He will not hear your answers. All right, 30 seconds on the clock and go. No, they don't do that no more. Now they tell you to turn around. They call that the whisper test. They go, orange. The what? Orange. Oh, what is this, the whisper test? Are you a whisperologist? Are you an expert whispertist? Are you a whispertist? Unbelievable. What happened to the soundproof booth? It was here last year. Oh, we got rid of that. Why would you get rid of it? Didn't it work? Nah, people were just pressing the button like lunatics. Yeah, because everything sounds like, ooh, ooh. I hear that all night and day. That's all I hear is, ooh, ooh. I hear those tones all the time. And once you hear it once, you can't stop hearing it. So I guess after 20 years of sitting in that booth doing a DOT physical, by the way, federal. It's a federal job, it's all federal. But after 20 years, they went, I guess it's not really that accurate. What? So I guess they got rid of the booth. But I would have loved to have that. I would have bought that booth. I would have used it for podcasting. It's pretty soundproof. Except for the fact it's haunted by that tone. I wonder what they did with that. You think they took it apart? Like they dismantled it? You think there was an ad in the paper? You think it went to the GSA? You think it's a government surplus item now? I'm going to ask her when I go in there. Say, hey, by the way, you probably don't know the answer to this question, but what did you guys do? Is it out back? Because can I pull over my van and take it home? I mean, I don't know what even it's made of, but whatever it's made of, I bet you it's great for podcasting. That would really make Dumbing It Down with Dave and .001 Productions so unique. I'd be the only person in the world that would be recording in a hearing test booth. All right, whatever. If you guys hear about anything, if you have the time to do some research, because you know I'm talking out my butt right now. There's no way I'm going to do any of this. But if anybody has the ability to go, hey, what did everybody do with those soundproof booths? You know, is it in the Philadelphia Navy? Well, Dave, why don't you talk like Elmer Fudd a little bit? Maybe they're all at the Philadelphia Naval Yard with all the ships. My ex-ship is over there. The USS Mobile, I think, is over. Or the USS Sunbird is over there. I forget which one. One of my boats is in Philadelphia, decommissioned. It's very sad. I never got a chance to be there for the decommissioning ceremony. Wow, we're all over the place. Dave, why don't you stick to one topic? All right? Why don't you hold on to your microphone so you get good sound to do one topic? Yeah, so I got inspired. So I'm going to call this episode, maybe, I don't know. When I was thinking about doing this episode, when I got all inspired, I was thinking about calling it Resolutions, Racism, and Reality. Or maybe I should do it in alphabetical order. Racism, reality, and resolutions. Yeah, I should do it in alphabetical order. So this way, it's not really in any importance. You know, I don't want anybody I don't want to mislead anybody. Think, oh, wait a minute, this show's all about, racism. It's about racism, reality, REA, and then resources, RES. There we go. But then again, I don't know. I'm on such a tangent now. Who cares? But I was inspired because I was supposed to be done by 9 a.m. this morning. I had an easy night. New Year's Eve, apparently a great night to drive tractor trailer in New York State. And, no, I wasn't in New Jersey. Just New York State. Everything really went like clockwork yesterday. It was fine. Until I got back. And then we had equipment issues. None of the equipment I'm driving today, the equipment I'm going to be driving tonight. Things that should be decommissioned, should be put out of service. Cracks. When you see a crack, C-R-A-C-K, crack. You know, like the San Andreas Fault? You know when they show you the pictures of the Earth from the sky, and you can see that humongous crack, like a plumber's butt, like a crack. You know what a crack is? Like a crack in the egg, a crack in the sidewalk. Okay, when there's a crack on a trailer that they want you to use to pull a dolly, which is the connector. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trucking Show. You know, a couple episodes ago, we did a car show, Car Talk. We do that once every 4.5 years. And then the last show, we did a spelling show. And we do that also once. We always do these shows like car show, spelling show, and then we'll do a trucking show. So there's a high-pressure airline measured in PSI, pounds per square inch. Oh, by the way, I just remembered what CDPHP meant. I spoke about that in the last episode. Capital District Physicians Health Plan. CDPHP, we can't have it. Why? Because it's too good. We have to go with their crap, their Blue Cross Blue Shield from Texas. BCBSTX. That's the initials. That's from the previous episode. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, because Dave, you're really crazy today. What are you on? What are you on? Speaking of crack, no, I'm just inspired. I just have energy. And by the way, as much as I didn't want to do a podcast more than 2 hours ago, it's a sunny day in New York, and I don't want to waste it. I like being able to say, hey, it's a sunny day in New York. What's the weather? Oh, it's a sunny day in New York. Why are you people living in California? Why are you living in McCall, Idaho? Fire and ice. Why are you living in Nutley, New Jersey? Why are you living where you're living? Come up to upstate New York. It's sunny every day here. Almost every day. It seems like it, doesn't it? Listen, I don't make this up. You can check the weather as soon as you hear it. What was the weather on January 1st, 2021, upstate New York? Yeah, it's sunny. It was sunnier before, but it's still sunny. It's sunny enough. Anyway, I know you guys like it where you live because it's home. I get it, but everybody's moving. Apparently, everybody's moving out of California. All the Republicans are moving out of California. Ben Shapiro moved his entire company to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know if he regrets that decision now, but he was pretty happy about it on his podcast. A lot of people moving to Austin, Texas. A lot of these internet companies are moving out of California so they can go ruin other states. I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, come to upstate New York. You have any questions about upstate New York? I'll answer them for you. And upstate's a lot. It's not just where I live. Where I live is the Mid-Hudson Valley. You can go to the Capital District, which is Albany. You can go to the North Country, which is the Adirondacks. By the way, welcome to the New York State Chamber of Commerce Real Estate Show, starring Dave Canyon. So, everything was going great until I got back. Rabbit Trail. I'm back. I found it. And there's a crack in the airline. PSI, pounds per square inch. We energize these airlines. By the way, one of them is a brake line. Hello? Brake line. What do you do with them? You stop. What do you stop? I stop the tractor, the trailer, the bogie connector, also known as the dolly. Why men continue to use that word, I don't know. And then there's the tail trailer. 160 pounds altogether. You're going down the thruway, maybe downhill, maybe uphill, maybe flat hill. And you need to slow down and or stop before you hit or kill or destroy whatever it is that you're about to come in close proximity with. So you put your foot on the brake pedal, and then 120 pounds of air, PSI, pounds per square inch. Why isn't it PPSI? I don't know. So these are decisions that are made by people way more intelligent than me. Why isn't it PPSI? I don't know. Pounds per square inch. Why do they measure it by the square inch? I don't know. It's physics. Look it up. And if the airline, if the outlet or receptor, whatever you want to call it, the thing that I hook up the airline to, if it's cracked, I'm going to post a picture of it on my. Okay, that's it. I've had it. Go to the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group, and it'll be there. I promise you. I'm going to post several pictures because I sent one to my boss. He says, that looks like a wire hanger. It looks like a what are you crazy? I told him what it was. It's called a Sloan valve. It's the blue Sloan valve. And it's cracked. This trailer should not even be in service. Should be out of service. But we're using it. Oh, we're using it. By the way, it's fine to use it if you use it all by itself. But once you start connecting airlines to it, now it becomes unsafe. Just as unsafe as me driving through the yard with my earphones on, which I got written up for last year. Same as going through the Do Not Enter sign, which guys do all the time but never get written up. These are one of those things you can't see from the cubicle. You got to get out from that cubicle, and you got to go look at the equipment. You can't just write with a magic erase marker on the whiteboard and go, 21126 is only used as a tail, not as a... No. You got to get out there. You got to tag it out. We have a device you put on it and everybody goes, oh, yeah, can't use this as a lead. But no, Dave Canyon has to stumble on it on New Year's Day. And then I had to take a particular dolly that a driver, a lazy, butt-headed driver, just left in the yard in the middle of nowhere. And I don't like this dolly. I don't like it because when I get to my destination, I have to release an air valve to let all the air, because there's air and then you put air in the dolly anyway. This dolly takes 5 minutes to unload all its air. Like, oh, I can't, it won't move. As long as there's air in the system, the brakes are locked. It won't move. It has to totally exhale, then you can finally move the dolly. Well, Dave, what's 5 minutes? You get paid for every minute. I know. But we have other dollies that you hit a button, bam, it's released not even a second. You hit the button, that's it, done. Why is it that one dolly, you can hit a button, done. Done. Let me play that again for you. Done. Other dollies is like, this one is 5 minutes. I'm going to time it. I'm going to have it tonight. I'm going to time it. I'm going to record it. I'm going to record it. Am I yelling? I'm going to record it. And I'm going to post it in the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. I'm going to do a video. Okay, so look forward to the picture of the cracked Sloan valve, the blue cracked Sloan valve. I'm going to post that. By the time you hear this, it would have already been posted. Unless, of course, I forget and fall asleep. So now I have to take a broken trailer and a dolly that I don't like. And I had to take the dolly because it was in the middle of the yard and doing nothing. And the yard guy was like, "What's with that dolly?" I don't know. I just got here. I'm dealing with something else. He goes, "I guess I'll have to move it." I go, forget it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Not the dolly I had last night. It's not the dolly I would ever take. Certain pieces of equipment you just know from working here for 7.5 excellent years of safety service, that you know what to take, what not to take. How do I prolong my career? Oh, I know. Memorize equipment. And the good equipment. And memorize the bad equipment. Don't take the stuff that will end your career. Because you're going to feel like an idiot when you kill somebody. Go, oh, why did I take that? I just killed people. So, there goes that. There goes my career. And people happen to be dead. But I don't have a job now. By the way, speaking of not having a job, one of my ex-colleagues just got arrested for child pornography. I'm not going to say his name. You just look it up. Just look it up. Look it up on Google. Columbia County man arrested on child pornography. It'll come up. Number one guy. I used to work with that guy. And boy, doesn't he look the part. Which I shouldn't say nothing, because I look the part too. I know a lot of women in the JCPenney parking lot running away from me, as I've spoken about before. They think I'm some sort of whatever they think I am. And you guys don't believe me, but I'm telling you, I should have video footage of people running away from me and not holding the door open for me. Did I say I was going to call the show, whatever it is I said it was, racism and, I'm not going to do all that. It's, this show is the Happy New Year show. I got to think of a title, because it's going to bug me if I don't think of a title. I had things I wanted to talk about. But yeah, so I work with an ex-colleague, child pornographer. Why am I doing the show? Because I got inspired. I got inspired by these moments that are very frustrating, and now doing a pie. I already made a sandwich. I went to Walmart. I did some shopping. I didn't buy really horrible food. I bought all good food, but I was going to buy some ready-made chicken and just start tearing into that chicken. And I was going to get the chicken, the broiled chicken. Whatever you call it, rotisserie chicken. But then I didn't get that. Then I was going to get that crispy chicken that Walmart sells. And I was like, I'm not going to get it. It's going to make a mess all over the car, and not that I care. And I know that skin is horrible for you, so I just, I'm just going to make a sandwich. I bought bread anyway. So I took out my frustrations on a sandwich. Listen, out of all the things to do to yourself, out of all the things to do to the world, if you take your frustrations out, I already ate most of it. Maybe after this podcast, I'll take a picture of that. And I'll put that in the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. Or maybe I'll put it on my Dumbing It Down with Dave Instagram account or Twitter. Look for all that. Out of all the things to do, the best thing to do is probably to take your frustrations out on a sandwich. And I've done that. I've done that for the last 295 pounds. Why do I work in this industry? Why do I work with these people? Why can't they do their job? Why do I have a low air TPMS warning light on my dashboard? Why? Why is that back? That was off for the longest time. Why is my check engine light on? All the time, check engine light. There's nothing wrong with this car. Now I have to check the TPMS. I bet you it's a faulty sensor. Did they stop making the TPMS? I hope they did. Because I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. See, what we've done, Dave, is that you no longer have to look at your tires. We have a device that doesn't work, and it'll tell you when your tires are low. What? You just said, yeah, we have a device that doesn't work, and it's called the TPMS light. It'll tell you when your tires are low. But you just said it doesn't work. I know, but, it's nice to think that we tried, Dave. But People are all over the United States spending ridiculous money fixing the TPMS light. They're doing things based on the TPMS alert, but it doesn't work. Yeah, we know, but isn't it a great idea? No, it's a horrible idea. Why isn't there some sort of jurisdiction? Why isn't there some sort of legislation? Why are we working on this stimulus package? Why aren't we working on a bill or a law? Why are we coming up with legislation to outlaw TPMS? Where does Antifa stand on TPMS? Where does everybody that threw a brick and a torch and all that? Where does the rioters and the looters stand on TPMS? Where does Biden? When's the last time he drove a car? I bet you he doesn't even know what TPMS is. I don't think Trump knows either. But I bet you his fleet of limo drivers do. This is stupid. Now I have to... No, whatever. I'm sure it's a faulty sensor because it's freezing cold out. Who knows? All right, I think I really covered everything, all right? Why am I doing this episode? I said the one episode ago, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going to... And here it is. I'm like a ball of energy. Yeah, because I got pissed off because people don't do their job. I have a trailer with a cracked Sloan valve, air pressure coming out, cracked. So now I got to turn things around. I got to make it my tail trailer, and whatever. That's going to be a little extra work. I got a dolly that takes 5 minutes to unload. I'll do a recording of it later today. 5 minutes of that. I'll be out in the freezing cold in Syracuse, New York tonight at about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyway. Otherwise, I had a really great New Year's. How about you? How you doing? You okay? You want to talk about it? You got something on your mind you want to share with me? You have any resolutions? I didn't get to it. I don't do resolutions anymore. I bet you a lot of you are going to say the same thing. Yeah, I don't do resolutions. Those are stupid. All right, so let's not call it resolutions. Let's call it things that we want to do or things that we want to accomplish. What do you want to accomplish in 2021? What do you want to see out of life? I want COVID to go away. Don't worry about it. It's a hoax. It never showed up. Forget about that. We all know that. We all know we want the COVID to go away. We want vaccines that come in a that comes in a gum, like a patch. You know, we want to, like the cigarette thing. We want to chew it away. I want my COVID medicine. I want my vaccine in a pizza cheeseburger. That's what I wanted. All right. So what else do you want? You want some financial success? What do you want? You want health and physical? We know all that. What do you want? What do I want? I went shopping for a camper the other day. It was a 1976 Jayco, Jayco, a 1976 Jayco, Featherlight or whatever it was. I don't know. Hey, Featherlight. I tell you what, it's a 44-year-old camper. These people wanted me to buy it for $3,000. Got to tell you, it wasn't in bad shape. But I'm not a handyman, and I'll post pictures of it on the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group. Not today. It's not that important. But if anybody remembers, ask me, say, hey, Dave, you're supposed to post those pictures. I'll post them. They wanted $3,000 for it. I didn't buy it. So I don't know. I want a trail. Okay, here's what I want in 2021. I'm getting a pool. I can't stop that. I already put a down payment on it. I'm getting electrical work done in the house. I'm going to have 200 amp servers. That's right. That's not a wish of mine. It's a... I'm not going to wish my father calls me and asks me to be his best friend. That's not going to happen. I don't really care about my depleters and all that. I don't know what's going to happen with all that. I do have a story to tell you, but I don't think I'm going to. I can't tell it now. I only have 20 seconds left. I like to get a place to do my podcasting. Really, that's what I want from 2021. I just want a place to do my podcasting. Soundproof booth would have been nice, but they got rid of it. Almost missed that button. Oh, I hit it too early. I'm going to have to hit it again. Oh, well. It is what it is. I'll talk a little bit at the end of this. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills
Take care. Leave a comment in the Spreaker box, in the chat box, or tweet me, email me, or leave a phone number, a phone call at 3477 I am dumb. Tell me what you want for 2021.